Hello, and welcome to our webinar, Facebook, Are You Doing It Right? I'm Nick Faber, and I'm a social media strategist at blogads.com.
Hi, I'm Paige Wilcox, and I'm a Community Development Specialist at blogads.
And today we're going to share some tips that will help you build a better Facebook page and an overall better Facebook presence. And in doing so, drive more traffic to your blog so you can ultimately make more money blogging. Just to give you a little background about our company, blogads.com is a blog advertising network representing over 3,500 blogs. Since 2002, we've helped thousands of advertisers reach blog readers. And today's presentation is going to be about 20 to 25 minutes, followed by a brief Q&A. So if you've got any questions as we go along, there's actually a question module on the right side of your screen that you should see right now. You can just type right in there. We'll keep an eye on that, and at the end of our session, we'll try to get to as many as possible. Also, if you're on Twitter, you can tweet at us using the hashtag blogadslive. We'll also be keeping an eye on that Twitter stream, so feel free to ask your questions there as well.
Okay, so some of the topics that we're going to be talking about include why using Facebook in particular can help drive traffic to your blog. And we'll be giving you examples of blogs that we think are using Facebook really well. And we'll also talk about how to brand your page while keeping it personable, and how to build your Facebook following and engage those users. And then at the end, of course, address any questions. So we've included some figures here showing the reach of Facebook. It's such a great resource for harnessing a larger audience for your blog. And you might be familiar with thenextweb.com. They just recently reported on a study of the top 25 news websites in the US and found that 40% of those sites' traffic come from outside referrals. And Google searches and Facebook made up the majority of those referrals. So Facebook is definitely not an outlet that you want to overlook. And overall, having a Facebook account for your site is pretty much an expected standard by now. So you want to make sure that you're not only present on Facebook, but that you're being very active on it.
So before we get down into the nitty-gritty of how you and your blog can do better on Facebook, we're going to take a look at 5 blogs that are currently doing a great job on Facebook and see what we can learn from them. We're going to look at blogs of all different shapes and sizes, some of them quite big like Mashable here, and others small, but hopefully you can get some tips from all of them. So like I said, the first one we're looking at is Mashable.com. And what I just wanted to point out first of all is that they don't just post links to their content. They actually post questions along with them. So by doing that, they're engaging their fans. As you can see below, they get a lot of comments back, and they actually do a good job of responding to the comments as well. Another thing that Mashable really does a lot is posting photos on their Facebook page, and it's a good place to post photos that wouldn't necessarily fit on their blog. So anytime that they go to an important event or conference that they want to highlight, they make sure to put photos. And photos, especially photos of people, is a great way for a blog to really have a human touch on Facebook. The next blog that I wanted to highlight is methodshop.com. And as you'll notice, they've got this really cute HTML landing page. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit later on how to make your own HTML page. But it is another great way to just add a personal touch, put your own brand on Facebook. A couple other things that we really love about Method Shop is the superfan feature. So you'll notice the profile picture of their Facebook page is superfan Dan. Well, Dan is an actual Facebook fan of Method Shop, and a couple times a month, the editors of Method Shop go into their fan list and they choose an interesting fan to highlight. And what they do is they conduct an interview with them, post the interview on their blog, make the fan their profile picture, and link back to the blog interview. So right there, it's just another great way to link traffic back to their blog from Facebook. Another thing that Method Shop really does a great job of that we highly recommend is they interact with other Facebook pages. So just like you can interact with your friends on Facebook, meaning you can comment on your friends' Facebook posts, you can tag them. Fan pages can behave the same way. So if you've got a fan page for your blog, you can like as many other blogs as you want, and then you can post comment on their post, refer to them in your own post. It's just a really great way to have that kind of human interaction for your blog. Now, here's another big one. I did mention that we were going to show all different size blogs here, and to have a fancy homepage like this, you probably would have to invest a good amount of money and or have a designer on staff. But that said, there are some things that we can learn from this page. First of all, they link to other Facebook pages. So each one of their authors has their own Facebook fan pages, and there's a good chance that those authors are also posting content back to Gawker, links back to Gawker.com. So they're just creating this whole network of links of their own authors here, all posting Gawker links, all driving traffic back to Gawker.com. So if you do choose to have some sort of HTML landing page, definitely consider having a lot of links on it, especially ones that go back to your blog. They also have links to their Twitter page right here, and you can sign up for their mailing list all before you even like their page. And then once you do like their page, they do a great job of posting a lot of interesting images. People like to look at interesting images. We find that that's a great way to get reactions from your Facebook fans. And not only do they put great images on their Facebook wall, all the images that they post also link back to their blog. So again, it's just another way to drive traffic back to your site. Here's traileraddict.com. Now this is actually a little bit smaller of a blog, but look, they still have a really great HTML landing page. It's basically just an image file hosted externally, and it's totally fitting in with the aesthetic of the blog, the sense of humor of the blog. Yoda is telling you in his own way to like the page. So it's very enticing. My eye is drawn to the like button. After I took this screenshot, I did in fact like Trailer Addict. I couldn't help myself. And so the other great thing about this landing page, in addition to this really great image, is beneath the image, they tell you what you can expect if you like them on Facebook. So you're not just taking a chance by liking them. You see that by liking them, you will join the Trailer Addict community. And just using a phrase like that, join the community, it really makes it seem like you're becoming a member of an exclusive club. And like I mentioned with Method Shop and Mashable.com, they do a great job of responding to posts. So your Facebook page shouldn't just be a bunch of links back to your blog. You should also make sure that you're interacting with your fans there as well. And then finally, love me or hate me, you have to like me. PerezHilton.com, you may have heard of him. It's a pretty big blog, but he's still got a very human touch on his Facebook landing page. Again, there's an image of Perez pointing at the like button. Your eye is drawn to it. You really want to click it. And he says, join the Perez Hilton Facebook community. So we're talking about building a community around your blog. He also, I want to point out in the top left corner, the profile picture. This is actually Perez's children's book. He's very cleverly using his profile picture as a marketing tool for something else he's done. So if you've written any books, or if you have anything maybe besides your blog that you'd like to promote, you can do that right on your profile picture. And so the one other thing I wanted to mention about Perez is once you do like him, you'll see that in addition to posting links to his blog, he actually adds a lot of funny commentary too. So you do get some exclusive content that way, and a nice Perez Hilton touch.
So one of the key points on your Facebook fan page that you can focus on improving is your profile picture and making sure it's really personalized. So I'm sure you've noticed that in contrast to your blog, Facebook pages offer much less real estate for branding your site. So with the limited creative space, you want to make sure that you're taking full advantage of the image image you choose for your profile picture.
And yeah, actually, so just going on the idea of an effective profile picture, I just want to spotlight the importance of the thumbnail, which is really kind of touching on the reach of Facebook and the way that you reach new audience members and your current fans. Whenever you post to your Facebook wall, your post will also appear in your fans' news feeds. Well, I know you guys have all seen the updates to Facebook, and there's a lot of information coming at you from your friends and from all the pages you like. Well, a good way to really stand out is to make sure that your thumbnail either captures the title of your blog, has a great picture of yourself, the blogger, but something to really stand out in a otherwise cluttered news feed. And so, how can you make sure that you have a great thumbnail? Well, there's a couple examples here that I want to point out. They're both from the same Facebook page. The maximum size for a Facebook profile picture is 180 by 540 pixels, which you see on the far right of this slide here. And what this group did very cleverly is in the middle of that, they made sure there was a perfectly square image. They did that because once this is uploaded, as you know, with your own personal profile picture, the next step is to set your thumbnail. So if they have a nice square in the middle of their huge profile picture, then it pretty much means they're going to have a nice thumbnail. And as you can see, here's a screenshot from one of their posts. You can read nightlife right there. A foolproof way to make sure that your thumbnail looks great is to have a square profile image. I'll just tell a quick story about the blogads.com Facebook page. We originally uploaded just a rectangular image file of our logo, and if you've seen our logo, you know, it's really unique, and it more importantly has our name in it. So when we uploaded it, we didn't think about the thumbnail issue, and as we posted to Facebook, half of our logo was getting cut off with all of our posts. So the way we got around that is we chose to have a square profile picture, and so now whenever we post, all of our fans and their friends will see blog ads loud and clear. So whatever you do with your profile picture, just don't forget that it's also going to translate into your thumbnail. And now, Paige was just talking about having limited real estate on your Facebook page, and that's true. How do you make your Facebook page look like it's part of your blog? Well, there's a couple little tricks that we can learn from other blogs and other groups. Just take a look at this slide here. HyperArts is a graphic design firm, and actually this page has gotten a lot of attention because of their clever use of the photo strip. So at the top of every Facebook page, be it a personal Facebook page or your blog's Facebook page, you have the photo strip. And as you know, pictures that are tagged of you, pictures that you uploaded to your wall appear there. Well, same goes for a fan page. Now, you can do what HyperArts did, and you can determine which images are showing in which order at the top of your page. So what they did was they uploaded an image with a YP, with an ER, et cetera, and tagged it in such an order so that when you visit the HyperArts Sandbox Facebook page, you see right across the top, HyperArts. It looks like this is their page, their brand is right there. Below that, we have an example from Make It in Music, which is a music blog out of the UK. Now this is really clever. What they've done is taken kind of the same approach as HyperArts, but they made each one of their images a navigational tool to get traffic back to their blog. So what I mean to say is each one of these little thumbnails you see, the Facebook symbol, the free ebook, the Twitter logo, all of those are just images that they tagged as themselves, and underneath the image is a link that goes back to their blog. So if you've got a lot of different sections in your blog, this is an idea for you. You can use your Facebook page as a navigational bar. So there's actually, if you wanted to do something like this, there's plenty of templates and tutorials out there, and actually apps that you can install to do that. So I would recommend searching Facebook photo strip template on Google, and you'll find plenty of help to do something like this. Another approach, and this is still talking about the photo strip, is to use the photo strip the way that you would use it for your personal page with pictures. Um, you know, people love your blog because they love you. They love the subjects that you talk about. So upload photos of yourself or your kids or your dog or whoever you talk about on your blog, and they're going to appear at the top of your photo strip and really bring that human touch to your Facebook page. And people like to see other people. That's kind of how Facebook got so popular. It's called Facebook after all. So people like to see your smiling faces. So make sure to show them. We also included Ad Freak here just because this is kind of a twist on the traditional photo strip. Ad Freak is known for kind of pointing out like kind of the most bizarre and silly trends in advertising. So they don't just have photos of real people, they have photos from these really bizarre commercials. So if you were to click that creepy looking clown face, you would actually be linked back to their blog. And so just remember the photo strip as just another way to drive traffic. And not just drive traffic, but to look human. That's what we do at blogads.com. You can see at the bottom of the screen, this is right off of our page. We've got one of our colleagues' kids there wearing a Blogads shirt. We've got our colleague's baby shower that we hosted in our office. So anytime you do something fun, take pictures. Your fans are going to really appreciate it, and it's really going to give that human touch to your Facebook page.
Okay, so if you're just starting out a fan page, or if you're just now beginning to work on building your fan base, you want to turn to your existing relationships to start building your following. So reach out to your blog followers by posting on your blog, or you can email a newsletter about your new page. And you should also reach out to friends from your personal Facebook account as well as your Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. People new to your page will be more likely to like it if they see you already have a following. So you definitely want to utilize your existing friends and readers as a resource. And a great way to sync up your blog and Facebook page is by having Facebook plugins on your site. It makes it really easy for your blog readers to like your page or individual posts directly from your blog. And some options you can see here are the like box and the page badge and like buttons. So when your readers share your Facebook information through these plugins, that information will be introduced to their Facebook friends. It'll show up on their news feeds and start creating a great snowball effect. And if you're new to the Facebook plugins, you can find instructions on how to create and add Facebook plugins by going to the top right section of your Facebook account and selecting Help Center underneath the drop-down arrow. And if you just start typing in the word plugin, you'll get plenty of how-tos and instructions popping up. And we also really want to emphasize engaging Facebook users by being both proactive and consistent. So you don't want to wait around for people to start writing on your wall first. You want to initiate the conversation by asking questions on your wall. And you can also like other pages that you'd like to be associated with. And then when you comment on their page, you'll be introducing yourself and your fan page to their fans. And also, if you have blogger friends and bloggers who you already exchange links with, you should get in touch with them and see if they want to partner up and start conversations going on each other's fan pages. And also keep in mind to post quality updates and more than just purely promotional updates about your site, because you really want to start up a two-way conversation with your fans instead of just talking at them.
So once you've kicked things off, you've got to keep the ball rolling. And how do you do that? Just yesterday, we actually polled our Facebook fans, and we asked what the biggest incentive for liking a blog's Facebook page is. And almost, I would say overwhelmingly so, the most popular answer was exclusive content. So what kind of great content can you post to Facebook that's really unique to Facebook? And so I have a couple examples right from the blogads.com Facebook page. At the top of the screen is a little video we did. It was National Singing Day / Groundhog Day / Chinese New Year. So I just made up a little song about that and posted it, and we got really good feedback from it. As you can see, I'm wearing my blogads t-shirt, so it's just another branding opportunity. Another great thing, we've mentioned photos appearing in your photo strip. Well, not only are they good for that, it's also just a good way, again, to give them a peek at the life that their favorite bloggers are living. That human touch really gets a lot of feedback. If you look at this example, we've got several likes, and we've got comments going underneath this photo of a recent trip that some of our colleagues took to LA. People like to see what you're up to, and think of this as sort of an extension of your blog. Um, Not to mention, the more people get used to interacting with your Facebook content, be it videos or photos or just writing back to commenting back on posts that you put, the more likely they'll be to click through to your blog when you do post links. So speaking of posting links to your wall, I just want to touch on a couple automated services that you can hook up to your Facebook wall. That I would just say proceed with caution if you're going to do these things. The first is Twitter. We all know what Twitter is. There's a good chance that you have a Twitter account specifically for your blog. Well, Twitter makes it really easy, or rather Facebook does, for you to automate your Twitter feed to appear on your Facebook wall. So every time you tweet, it would also appear on Facebook. That's fine, I suppose, unless that's all you're posting. So make sure if you are going to hook up your Twitter to also have the videos to also respond to people on Facebook, because if you're just posting the same content to Twitter that you're posting to Facebook, and I'm following you on both services, chances are I'm probably going to stop following you on one or the other, because I really only need to see it once. Same goes with the RSS feed. There are plenty of plugins such as Networked Blogs and Deliver It that make it really simple to automatically publish your blog post to Facebook every time you publish. But again, proceed with caution. Don't just look like a robot pumping out news stories every time that you publish. Make sure that you're responding to people, that you're keeping that human touch there. Because that's what makes Facebook really.
And a great way to have people coming back to your Facebook page is by making your page interactive. So polls like the one you see here are a really fun way to get fans interacting on your page. And you can also use the data from the polls to use in future blog posts. And another example is to offer incentives like a raffle type prize for liking your page. And this tactic actually worked on me recently. A friend told me that if I liked this local business's fan page, both she as the referrer and I would be entered into a drawing. Um, so not only did my friend like the page because of this, but I did too, and I probably wouldn't have even known that they had a fan page had they not initiated this interaction with their raffle. And if you're wondering what kind of prize to offer, you can take a tip from Method Shop's example and offer to feature the picture of one of your new fans in your profile picture for a bit.
And so here we are near the end of our webinar, and we've put a lot of information out there, lots of tips that I'm sure you guys want to rush back and start implementing on your Facebook pages. So we just wanted to boil down everything that we just went through into our final two thoughts. So the takeaway that I would leave you with, if you remember nothing else from what we just showed you, is to be human, but don't be an annoying human. So what I mean by that is, don't just put automated posts on your Facebook page. Don't leave your Facebook page unattended. Respond to people, interact with your fans, but just don't overdo it. We all have those friends who post a little too often to Facebook. So I would say be human, but don't be an annoying human.
And my main takeaway for you is that you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So you just want to remember that the effort you put into your Facebook page will directly affect the response you get out of it from people. So you want to make sure to keep up with it because consistency is really valuable so that people have a reason to continue to check back at your fan page instead of just liking it and forgetting about it afterwards.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you so much for attending our first webinar. We really hope you got a lot out of it. Please feel free to give us feedback on our Facebook page. Tweet at us. We're very open to tweeting back. We'll tweet right back at you. Let us know what you thought, and keep an eye out for our for the archive of it. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.